Today, we're gonna turn my truck from this to this. Welcome to Can. Welcome to my new channel, Can. My name is Connor, and this channel is not a how-to, but a can-do. My goal is to inspire and motivate you to do things yourself that you thought you weren't able to do. You're way more capable and resourceful than you think you are, I promise. If can, you can. Before I even bought this truck, whenever I was in the market, looking at them on Marketplace, I was already planning out the mods I wanted to make in the future. And one of the main mods I was really looking forward to was a steel off-road bumper. But the problem is, a lot of times, these bumpers are either super expensive custom, or they're really ugly generic. So in this search, I discovered Move bumpers. They make these awesome DIY bumper kits that are a lot of times weld it yourself. Well, they came out with a new bumper series that is a bolt together kit. It's even better for DIYers like us. Well, you might not know, but this channel is brand new, and as I've started this channel, I've been looking for brands to work with, and Move actually answered my email. To my surprise, they were willing to send out a bumper for me to put on the truck. And there's no contractual obligation here for me to tell you guys it's awesome if I don't think so. I can share all of my thoughts, all of my opinions, and I don't even have to send this in for approval before I upload. But with that comes a little bit of a risk, because this is a brand new bumper kit. I haven't seen what one looks like on a Titan yet, so I am a little bit nervous, but I'm also so excited to jump into this and see what this thing looks like, so let's start building. Oh yeah. It didn't come looking like this. I kind of tore up the box while I was trying to move it. I've been waiting for weeks for this moment. Let's crack this thing open. Ugh. Wow, this is going to transform my truck. I feel like a little kid. This is so cool. Get out of here. Here are all the pieces. Here's the bull bar, mounting brackets. Ooh, a sticker. Look at that, they all signed it too. I just learned something very important. I have to assemble this on the truck. Now we know we gotta remove this old ugly bumper before we assemble the other one. Hey, watch a quick YouTube video first on how to do that. This looks easy, just a few bolts. Okay, it's a new day. My son woke up from his nap a little early that day, so I didn't end up having time, but here we are. Let's rip this bumper off. I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking this, but one day I want to have an actual shop where I can do this stuff, not in the grass, and be close to my tools. Right now, I'm just thankful that I can do it. Seems like it's really only like 8 bolts holding the bumper on, so that's super easy. We've got these 2 bolts here, these 2 bolts here, those 2 bolts there, and the same on the other side. Just kidding, there were 2 more bolts. Let's go. Bumper is now off. Oh, I'm so excited right now. Please enjoy watching me read instructions for a few minutes. It says to organize it by parts first, so we will do that. Looks sick. I think this is gonna be pretty easy. That's the bumper pretty much put together. Oh, come check this out. Look at that. Are you starting to see it? Fitment looks really good. All these pieces fit together super well. I mean, look how well that fits over the top. It looks super nice. Step 4, mount the frame mounts to the frame of the vehicle using either the MMY hardware provided or the stock hardware. Using figure 3.1 inside view and figure 3.2 outside view as reference. Passenger side. Mount the bumper's frame mounts to the vehicle's frame, ensuring they are level. Things weren't lining up for me, and I realized it's because I left some very crucial pieces in my shed. Okay, so I'm trying to get one of these bolts out, this one right here. Whenever I try to take it out, it just spins, and it just keeps spinning in place. So the like welded nut inside the frame obviously broke off, so I gotta try to get it off. There we go, finally. One mount on. All right. I'm very thankful they also sent me some clevis mounts so I can put some shackles on here. Now, these don't originally come with the kit, but you can buy them separately. If you do, it'll be the only thing on this whole kit that you need to weld yourself. I'm not an experienced welder, but I'm really excited to try it out. Not bad for my first like actual time welding. It's been about a week since I got all this stuff put together. Yes, I've been driving around with no bumper and no grill on my truck, but I've just been waiting to have the free time to go ahead and finish this thing. So tonight, it's a little bit rainy outside, so we're here in my shed. Please excuse the mess. I didn't expect company. And we are going to go ahead and sand, prime, and we're gonna bed liner this bad boy. And then after it spends a couple days curing and drying, we're gonna mount it on the truck. As you can see, since I left the bumper out for a while, it got a little bit of this surface rust on it, which is super normal for raw unfinished steel. It's gonna rust super easily, or what they call flash rust. Same thing happened to the mounts that are on the truck. So first, I'm gonna have to take an angle grinder and knock all that rust off. And then we've got, just to be safe, rusty metal primer. So this will deactivate any of the rust that's on there, and then put a nice primer layer over top of it for the bed liner to stick to. This is just to help me have peace that there's no rust under that bed liner. Got everything sanded down, grinded down, so it's a nice surface to go ahead and do the primer. First, I just gotta hit it with some acetone to clean all the oils and grease and fingerprints off and everything, and then I can hit it with the primer. I've let this primer dry for a little bit. I got the Rust-Oleum truck bed liner right here. I'm gonna put it in this pan right here and roll it on. Time for our second coat. It's been about 45 minutes and it's tacky but not coming off of my fingers. And this next coat is gonna be for coverage, and we're gonna go thicker with it. Time for the last coat. It's been about 45 minutes again. The last coat is done. We'll be back in a couple days to mount this bumper on the truck. I can't wait. I'll see you then. Here we go. It's time to finally get this bumper on my truck. You saw that I had a little bit of trouble just trying to test fit it, so I got my buddy Matt here with me today to give me an extra set of hands to make this a little bit easier. So it's actually really simple how these mount on the truck. You have these 4 bolts like this that go into the slot on the bumper, and so that obviously keeps it from turning, so you can just put on one side and bolt it like that. However, there's vertical slots over here, horizontal slots over there. So I'm gonna measure how far apart our slots are over there, and I'm gonna attempt to tape these into place on the bumper so it's at least easy to get them in the holes. But we'll see how it goes. We just taped the bolts up like this just so they would hold their place as we're putting them in the mounts. All right, let's see if our little hack made this easier. Push. Oh, that was so easy. Heck yeah. Wow, that was so much easier with another person. Here's a little hack for you. Using the extension so I can get it on there, but in order to keep it in there and it not fall out like that, like it just happened to Matt, just shove this piece of tape in there and we go. Oh, I'm actually on it. I'm turning it successfully right now.
I had mine pretty much tight, because I can't get it to ratchet.
Let me see what's going on.
I still don't.
Let me see what's going on.
Go up. Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, I got it.
Let's go, man.
I don't know
Let's
how.
go. Wait, now I'm stuck. How did I get this in here? I genuinely don't understand. Oh. Because as I tightened it, it got closer together. There we go. Wow. Okay, let me show you what we've been struggling with here. The bolts, you can see them right in there. See, that's the bottom one. This is like a weird angle that's very difficult to get to with a wrench. So I'm having to use just a hodgepodge of extensions and wobble extensions. I got what I believe is like properly torqued down. The bolts are not super easy to get to once you mount it. So far, we're getting it done. So being able to get to the bolts is better than not being able to get to the bolts at all. Here we go. I can't even express to you enough how excited I am about this bumper. Look at it. I couldn't be more happy with how this bumper turned out, and I think it speaks for itself. This truck is transformed. What I love about a nice, welded, fabricated off-road bumper for a truck is that it looks like it is made for that truck. Sometimes with bolt-together bumper kits, they just look like a blocky Lego piece that you put on the front of your truck. The chin sticks out super far, and it takes away from that sporty look. And so I'm super excited about this new bolt-together kit because there are almost no visible bolts on the bumper. It looks like it was perfectly custom welded straight onto the front of this truck. Now my next goal is get some LED lights in these front holes. We need 2 pod lights and a 20-inch LED, so if you guys know where I can get some LED lights from, drop them in the comments. And then eventually I want to build my own winch mount to put inside there so I can have a winch in the front of this thing. And we're all thinking it, this truck needs a lift. The bumper made it look way more aggressive, and I love the way that it looks, but now I think a 3-4 inch lift on this thing would really make it look at home in the woods. This is a really new channel, and I want to do more stuff like this in the future, so please subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends, like it. That all helps out a ton, especially with it being a new channel. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this in the future. Guys, if you think that you can't do stuff like this to your truck, you're wrong, because if Con can, you can. I'll see you in the next one.